Hey y'all, this is AL Think Madame. So this is a PSA of sorts. Um, I actually have to do a PSA like a couple of times a year because trolls decide to come from out of nowhere when no one asked them to. So let me reiterate some things that I have already discussed before. But before I do, I'm gonna let y'all know what the most recent thing is that happened. So here we go. So I did a recap review on the family business 5 months ago. And up under this particular video, there is this dude who decided to go into the comment section and be a troll and say to me, shouldn't you be at work or with your grandchildren? And then put in parentheses or attempted to put in parentheses, too old for this, and then put an exclamation point. So first off, when he said what he said about me should not be at work and all this other stuff. So when he said the first part, then he put a comma, but right up on the comma there was no space when he went into asking me, or should I, be with my grandkids? And then question mark, and then again up on the question mark, there was the beginning of a parentheses, again with no space, and then two instead of, two. He put TO instead of TOO, trying to insinuate that I am too old to be on here doing what I'm doing, which is speaking about different shows, doing all the things that I do on here, that I do for my own entertainment, and because I feel like it. It's my page. I do what I feel like doing. So I'm just like, what are you talking about? Y'all, instead of me wasting my breath, as I've already told people in some of the more recent PSAs, I'm not going to be doing that. If I feel like you are trying me or you are doing the most, I am going to simply delete your foolishness and go block you and all of that, because he has decided to do that. And not only do that, he decided to add a dislike under my video. And it's like, if you are, for whatever reason, directed to anybody's video, not just mine, if you are directed to anybody's video and you don't like the content, all you have to do is simply click the X and go on about your business and continue scrolling. Nobody is holding a gun to your head. No one is holding you hostage over here. So there was no need for all of that foolishness. And so what tripped me out was that this person had the audacity to say what he said to me, all while looking like someone who is old enough to be a grandparent himself. And I'm like, what are you talking about, sir? I don't have any children, first off. I worked the entire time everything was going on last year. And just 5 months ago, people were still in a panic, and a lot of people were still working from home. So how do you know that I wasn't one of those people who was working from home? So, I could have been doing this as a way too past the time, because I might have been cooped up in the house, suffering from cabin fever. But do you know that? No, you don't, because, you just decided to jump on one video. You didn't decide to go back further to see, is this something that she's been doing, or like, what's going on here? What's leading up to this? Probably didn't even watch the video to see what I was even talking about. You just decided to jump on there and start talking stupid, but okay. All right. So anyway, like I said, I don't have any children. I have never given birth to any children. I have never procreated, never been pregnant a day in my life. I have never adopted or fostered any children. Therefore, I don't even have a child so that a grandchild can even be in existence. So it's like, what are you talking about? Second of all, I am old enough that I could possibly have grandkids. I'm not even 40 yet, but at the same time, in the same breath, in the same token, this man is old enough to have children, grandchildren, and great-grands. I'm just saying, you literally look old enough to be my granddaddy, but you got the audacity to try to come at me sideways. And see, I haven't decided how I'm going to incorporate the photo so y'all can see what I'm talking about, because he really tried to come for me, and I'm literally looking how I'm looking right now, except I had my hair picked out and froed out. Literally look the same. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not a spring chicken, but he really tried to come for me. Like, I'm over here looking like I'm 95 and a half years old. It's like, what are you talking about? And even if that were the case, if I'm doing what I'm doing and the majority of people who are coming into my space enjoy what's happening, who are you to say that I'm too old or shouldn't I be somewhere with my grandchildren? What does that have? One has nothing to do with the other. I'm not understanding why you're over here. But anyway, yeah, I haven't decided how I'm going to incorporate his picture in the comments so that y'all can see. I did, out of respect for him, even though he didn't even deserve that much, because he had none at all for me, I did block out his name. The only thing that y'all will be privy to is knowing the fact that his name does begin with a J. So yeah, y'all. So just in case there's anybody else who has decided to come over here and wants to troll, again, I don't understand, why the algorithm might have brought you here, but you don't have to stay. I am not putting a gun up to your head or a knife to your neck or any of those things forcing you to stay over here. So you are free to go. You can definitely hit the X and blessings on your way. Hopefully you will find what you were looking for, because what was over here is not what it was. And I am understanding of that. That happens to me all the time. There are times the algorithm will somehow send me somewhere where I'm looking like, why? And then I go on by my business. But he decided to come over here looking like a whole grandfather or great grandfather himself and trying to come for me. And it's like, what are you talking about? Don't do it. But anyway, but yeah, if you have an issue, just go on ahead and click that X. It's very simple. I promise you, I will not harm you on your way out. It's not a trap. Just hit that X. Thank you so much for your time and patience. Anyway, for those of y'all who are still around, I really do appreciate y'all. There are people who have been very supportive throughout the years, even though I started this later than I probably should have. And I would have been doing completely different content had I actually started when people kept encouraging me to do so when I was more into hair and nails. But it is what it is. Finally got the courage, and I do it because I want to and because it is entertainment for me, and I want to discuss a lot of this stuff with y'all and share some of the things that I purchased as far as the Black-owned businesses are concerned. So yeah. But anyway, y'all, again, if you have an issue, you can go ahead and see yourself out. If you don't, thank you for dropping by. Thank you for subscribing to my channel if you have done so, and like my videos when you see them, again, if you have subscribed. I really do appreciate all the support. I am still here for the people who have had needs in the past, that as far as, there are people who have experienced things that I've been through, and when they saw my videos, they felt empowered, especially the ones that had to do with rape, molestation, and all that. Like, I've had some very personal videos that I put up here that have resonated with a lot of people. So it is what it is. I will continue to do this until I decide otherwise. But until then, thank you for all that everyone has done. I appreciate all the love and support. And good night. Bye.